What's cold plunging? I'm Nate. I'm the FitFutureMD. Upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Pick up your copy of the Nutrition and Workout Guide in the description below if you're interested in getting healthy. I'm the owner of Ensorsale. Ensorsale is family. Together we rise up from humble beginnings to inspire others all over the world with the messages on our t-shirts. Wear your inspiration today and stop seeing negativity all over the place. Start seeing positivity in your life and watch as your life continues to grow that positivity, right? So use code FitFutureMD for 20% off at Ensorsale.com. All right, so cold plunging, right? So, I used to think this was like some taboo thing, right? Especially back in high school, like playing football, they had these big, huge tubs and they would throw ice in there. And after practices and stuff, people would go sit in these tubs. And I'm like, man, y'all are crazy. Like, nothing on my body hurts. Like, why would I go, throw myself in ice for 30 minutes or however long they did it, And, I just thought it was weird, right? Back in the day. Well, it turns out it's become a big fitness trend, right now. And the reason is because it can actually help you, right? So, what does cold plunging actually do for your body scientifically, right? So we're going to stimulate the pathways in the nervous system, specifically the dopamine pathway, right? So that includes the mesolimbic pathway, and that's going to do pleasure and reward, right? So if you stimulate that, right, it kind of going to make you happier, right? Make you do whatever you just did again, right? So if you just had a real tough workout or real tough practice, right, and you go throw this in there, get that dopamine stimulation, your body's going to want to do it again, right? Because you gave it a dopamine stimulation, right? So then you got the mesocortical pathway, right? So the mesocortical pathway is going to be cognition, right? And your decision making, right? So you're going to be able to process information quicker over time, right? Because of this stimulation of this pathway, the mesocortical. So if you're trying to increase hand-eye coordination, you're trying to increase, your shuttle times and, things where you have to make quick decisions, that's kind of going to be that pathway, right? And then along with that is the nigrostriatal pathway, right, which is movement control, right? So this is the one that is messed up in Parkinson's disease, right, and causes, to have tremors. So, obviously, stimulating that pathway is going to, make you have better control of your movements, right? So better, you can feel your body better in space where it's at, right? And then the last one is the tuberoinfundibular pathway, which is increased prolactin, right? So basically this dopamine stimulation is going to, cause you to increase your mood, increase your motivation, increase your pleasure, become better at your motor function, and increase hormones, right? So what does that mean for you long term? Like, why would it, why would people start doing it, every day, even if they don't work out, even if they're not an athlete, or, like, why would people start pushing this as like a remedy, right? Well, you can see that stimulating this pathway, this dopamine pathway, can cause you to be better at whatever you do, right? Whether that's, It can improve your mind, improve your cognition, improve your understanding of things, right? So, imagine you go to work and you're just, especially if you're doing some kind of mental task, imagine you're going to work and you're just hitting it, right? Or if you're trying to create something, right? Like, this is going to stimulate your creativity, like crazy, right? So that's really why it's starting to get pushed, right? A little in society right now. Like, also these tubs, are very expensive, $3,000 and $4,000, so it's a high ticket item that can come in a box, that blows up, and, that's another reason, because, people can make money on it, but it does actually, have benefits to your life, right? And so obviously, if you are an athlete and you do have injuries, so like I have knee injuries and, a back injury here from football, and, obviously, ice is going to decrease inflammation in those areas, right? So cold plunging, decreases that, right? So, keep that in mind, when you're thinking about, maybe starting to cold plunge, right? I personally do not cold plunge. I just ice the areas that, I feel have inflammation in them, right? But eventually, like, people, especially in the United States, the big chronic disease is arthritis, and arthritis can be in every joint, so cold plunging can definitely help people with arthritis, in the inflammation aspect, right? So, and it can definitely be an alternative therapy to, moving on to, higher level painkillers that are addictive, right? Because you want to be off of those as long as possible, when it comes to arthritis, right? So, well, this is my 2 cents on cold plunging. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'd love to answer them for you. Shop at Ensorsale.com. Like I say, elevate your mood every day by seeing positive messages, right? So even if you're just going to the Ensorsale Instagram page and reading the positive statements that I'm throwing up there every day, right? That's better than watching the news every day and being depressed, because, somebody in a whole nother state, a whole nother side of the planet is, doing evil things, right? Let's see the positive things out there. Let's, elevate, good people doing good works in this world, right? And, that way, we can change the world one inspirational message at a time, right? So keep that in mind. If you're interested to join the mentor program, and reprogram your mind, direct message me on Instagram or send me an email. Let's say I'm not taking everybody on that, but if you're interested, definitely hit that up. I'm Nate. I'm the FitFutureMD. Use code FitFutureMD for 20% off at Ensorsale.com, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.